사건 수첩이 다 영어야. 알아보기 힘들겠다. 내가 운전하나? 대사라도 한글이면 괜찮겠는데.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them? Yeah, I read about that. People are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
아, 그리고 냉정시대로 또 접어들었겠지. 예, 안녕히 주무세요. 12시가 넘었고. 예, 아직 가지고 있어요.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries.
네, 한번 해보시길래요.
Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn?
며칠만?
She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
일단 좀 찾아볼게요.
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her.
하,
An
이런 데서
alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
이런 데서 살고 있었단 말이지.
We'll take a look around.
예, 신꽁님, 야간 코사 선생님, 안녕하세요.
Evelyn was reading
아리스토텔레스.
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
내용도 살펴보네. 그러브너 맥카프레이. 예, 천공비르님 안녕하세요. 사진도 있네요.
She wasn't always such a loner.
고등학교 때 사진인가? 사진이 또 있네요. 뭐 얹혀 살면서 이런 걸 막 사진을 갖다 놨대. 자이랑 좀 닮은 가족인가?
Exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
키스톤 필름.
She worked in legal copyrights for music.
아, 음악 저작권 관련 회사에서 일을 했다. 볼링핀은 왜? 롤링즈 볼링장.
Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops pull there on Tuesday nights.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
자, 많은 걸 알아냈습니다. 아직 뭔가 더 있는데. 여기는 더 없네.
Question the owner. He must know something.
자, 다음 장소. 아직 안 끝났어요. 더 있는데. 분명히 이 근처에 뭔가 더 있을 것 같은데. 저 사람과 일단 얘기를 좀 나눠보죠. 컨택트 위드
We're
빅터.
trying to account for
네,
Evelyn's
88님
movements
안녕하세요.
yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things.
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
눈빛을 보니
Any idea where the money came from?
사실이었군요.
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Relationship with victim.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
How many people will be sad she's gone? I'll be one of the few.
진짜 슬픈 눈인데.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
나이 40세 알코올 중독.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
약간 뭔가 숨기는 듯한 표정인데요. 의심.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
너무 애들이 너무 손쉽게 얘기를 해. 숨기는 게
Seemed
없이.
to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
사상범인가?
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks.
하하.
Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
알겠습니다. 자, 다음 장소는 맨시즈바. 봅시다. 맨시즈바가 어딨냐. 여기 있네요. 으아, 멀다. 에이, 생각난 김에 스트리트 크라임도 한번
You know the way. You can drive.
정비를 하고.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
11 King. Citizen reports man with
교차로에 총을 든 남자가 있다.
Avenue and Rockwood
저기다.
Street. 11 King.
Damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again.
세이프가야! 좀만 예!
That's
중국
it, old
있네?
man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
또야 또.
Give it up! LAPD!
아이고.
Hurry! You can still catch him.
저기 간다. 야, 빠르다 얘. 저렇게 달아나다가 결국엔 총싸움 해가지고 죽겠죠. 차로 탈 생각인가? 깔끔하게 한 방으로. 불쌍한 인생이군. 이 검시관만 보면 웃기대. 하루에 검시관한테 보내는 시체가 몇 구나 될까?
You drive. I need
자,
to go over
가자.
the case notes.
근데 스트레이트 크라임은 무조건 그냥 죽이고 끝나는 것 같아요. 뭐 사건 해결하고 이런 게 없네. 그냥 애들 총 들고 있으니까 쫓아가서 죽이고. 자, 메시바.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
여기 이 사람인가요?
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
이
Mind if I ask
사람이네.
you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
자, criminal
Do
history.
you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
가벼운? 가벼운 게 아닌가 본데.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes,
정치범이네요,
workers'
정치범.
rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
컴렛.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
거짓말 같은데.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You look down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces.
자, 네가 책을 빌려줬잖아. 아는 게 없다고? 아는 게 없다면 그런 자기 이름이 적힌 책을 빌려주진 않았겠죠.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr.
Tiernan.
McCaffrey.
새로운 용의자가 또 나왔네요. 피해자의 마지막을 이 사람이 봤다. 일단 볼링장 가자.
You're behind the wheel.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
왜 그러지?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
왜 돌아오라고 그러죠? 일단은 바로 돌아왔네?
I want to make a comment. You know you make it.
회장님
is downstairs.
아래층에 있다.
And Carruthers.
아니지, 아래층은 이쪽으로 가야지.
Mouthpiece sort of stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my back.
아닌가?
I don't need this. I used to be indecisive.
Now I'm not so sure.
You guys taking me out to Palm Springs for the weekend?
아니야? 여기 아니네?
Are you liquored up?
Step only.
Hey, don't mind me.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same
모든
color.
피해자가 같은 브랜드의 같은
Teresa
색이다.
Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp
아,
stick.
드레스 아래쪽에 뭔가 있었다.
Sure you want to know?
Ray? As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal? Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to. Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case. But it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
야, 그러면 여태까지 그 여자들을 다 잡아넣었던 애들이 범인이 아니란 얘기인가?
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
자, 마카프리 아파트로. 여기 아니고. 아, 반대. 전화. 예. 안녕히 주무세요.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks, ma'am.
자, 볼링장을 먼저 갈 것인가 아니면 저놈의 아파트를 먼저 들어갈 것인가 봅시다. 장소 볼링장부터 가죠.
You know the way. You can drive.
Let me pose a question. Depends. What's it got to do with it? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
여태껏 범인이라고 생각해서 잡아넣은 애들이 범인이 아닐 수도 있겠네요.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
야, 평소에 자주 오나 보네.
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
에머린 서머의 아십니까?
Maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan.
제임스
He's a
티어란.
pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
지미 티어란스.
Pink Club sandwich.
Thank you, Ray. Down the left side of the alley.
Left side of the.
This is a case
잉?
Call these grits?
What is the special of the day?
Can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
어디 있다고라?
Boy, let's take it some better days.
When the hell's the food gonna arrive already?